Capricorn, welcome to Illuminated Tarot. My name is Jenna. Today I'm here to do your reading for October. We're going to take a look at your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future, as well as some important advice from Spirit. Let's get started. Thank you for tuning in, for sharing this time with me, and thank you, Spirit, for presiding over this reading for Capricorn today. I have a lot of cards here. These are two oracle decks, the Sacred Geometry Oracle and the Sacred Geometry Activations Oracle. It's a mouthful. And the Sacred Geometry of Relationships Oracle. Same author. Wanted to get the frequencies. Ooh, Capricorn. Perception, Gaia, and sensuality. Perception. The frequency of perception supports our natural curiosity, moving us beyond our comfort zone to find the edges of what we perceive as real and to take a good, hard, deep look at it all. You're getting out of your comfort zone, Capricorn. Maybe looking at something differently. A part of your life that you're like, I didn't expect that I would actually open up and do that. Something new, it feels like. Gaia. The frequency of Gaia reminds us that we are infinitely connected to one another, just as we are to our great mother and the universe that birthed us all. Ooh, a very grounded perspective in what you are opening up to. And then sensuality. The frequency of sensuality reminds us that as spirits and human bodies, we are sensual beings experiencing joy and pleasure from the physical world through our senses. This is beautiful. It feels like you have an opportunity for the rest of the month of October to open up and get out of your comfort zone, to enjoy everything that being incarnate on this earth provides in its pleasures, right? In the sensuality of it all and the joy that we can experience through our senses, which is such a beautiful delight. I mean, just walk into a farmer's market and the vibrancy of that. We are a collective surrounded by the magnificent abundance and bounty that this earth provides. I feel like it's not lost on you the rest of this month. Some of you are traveling to different lands, distant seas, and it's opening up to like all of these new experiences. I feel like you're kind of like in this explorative phase in something that you're breaking free of. And it could involve world travel or taking in new cuisine, new cultures, new individuals. It feels very fresh and fun and delightful, joyful. I like this energy, Capricorn. Moving in a new direction. And it's also the simple pleasures, right? There's some simple pleasures going on. Manifesting with hope. A little bit of like, I've had some, it's that whole, I've manifested some things that maybe just didn't work out for me. And is my wand going to work this time? Am I going to align with what it is that I really, really want? Yeah, it's that whole doubt. A little bit of doubt there around your manifestations. I get it, Capricorn. It's all right. All right. There's that magician energy. It's at the bottom here. Yeah, there's that Four of Cups again. Queen of Swords. They're trying to make smart decisions during Libra season. Queen of Swords is Libra. Because that magician really wants to come out. Woo! Lovely, lovely. Two major arcana. Look at that. We have the magician with Judgment. You're trying to make healthy decisions around your manifestations. Interesting. Definitely in a new beginning, an inspired new beginning. What else do we have here? Ooh, the Hermit. Another major Capricorn. Now we've got some Virgo energy. Interesting. There we go. Past, present, future. And that could be very well be with this perception. In the past, you decided to take a look at, I need to be more careful about what I'm manifesting and how I perceive things, right? Coming back into alignment with self. And then now you've been going through this beautiful death, rebirth process in your body, in your life. You could be making significant transformations in your home, in your own physicality, putting that first and foremost. I feel like this is present energy where you're grounding in this renewal energy, rebirth energy, Capricorn. And then moving forward, kind of being internal about, you could be that person who's like just going to the grocery store and being like, wow, that looks really good. This smells really good. I think I'm going to cook this dish. It's something very spontaneous and joyful and open going on here. It feels really, really nice. Major arcana energy here for October. So you are in this beautiful, beautiful, it's like you could have been spending some time just being more internal in solitude. And you're learning how to make yourself happy. It's beautiful. This is gorgeous. Now, let's go into why the Magician is here with your perception, right? Being open-hearted. Yeah. I think you've been learning how to make yourself happy after going through a painful ending. Or trying to figure out what it is that makes you feel fulfilled in general, and navigating your internal wounds and healing those so you can actually find out who you are, more who you are, Capricorn. You've been on this spiritual journey, and this is the card of awakening, spiritual awakening to your journey here on this planet and why you came here. A lot of spiritual growth I'm seeing here out of perhaps something that was painful that you didn't get your desired outcome with. Let's see, this is past energy. It's like you're tweaking your manifestation power wand. Yeah. Now we have the Ten of Cups. This is the past. Ace of Swords. Lovely. With the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. I think you started to harness your own magnificent power, aligning with your destiny. This is beautiful alignment with your destiny and the way you perceive your life and the clarity around what it is that makes you happy. This is wishing upon, placing your bets on you, wishing upon your own North Star, being internally driven and guided. And I think that you had to take some time to reflect, to find clarity around that. And you have come into this beautiful alignment with self. I'm seeing that in the recent past. And the wheel is turning. The wheel is turning. I think you're more clear. You have more clarity than you realize around the truth. It's almost as though you've reached this beautiful alignment with your own inner happiness. And now you let go. You let go and you let things flow, and then you go through this beautiful transformation. And it's real. This is tangible. It's grounded. You've learned a lot, Capricorn, on your path. This is beautiful energy. Harmonizing with the self. Ooh, did you see that? 4 came out here. 3 came out for the future. Spirit. I'm telling you, there's something very like divine flow here in this reading. It's just flowing. It's very beautiful. Yeah, you are. I'll tell you what. I think that you are... You've had difficulty, Capricorn, really accepting and honoring and loving self. There's been this, you might have been healing some mother wounds. Okay? Deep, deep mother wounds. This is the reparenting of self, loving of self after an ending. Healing things with a mother figure, or the mother in you. Healing your relationships with your children for some of you. For a man here, or any men watching this, this is about healing connection with a divine female, a divine feminine. Although our journeys can be difficult, we can always take inspired action towards the new as we remove the old and we have loving kindness, compassion, and truth and rebirth on our side. I think that what's going on here, Capricorn, is this Ten of Swords has been a necessary thing, a necessary thing for you to look at. Because out of some sort of painful ending, you have discovered yourself. And as hard as it's been to take a look at this, you've been in this period of healing. And I think that you're more ready for a new beginning than you think. I think if you keep looking at it as it's going to be hard, you know, we have the Ten of Wands and the Ten of Swords. So it's like Spirit is saying the worst is behind you. It's now time to be motivated and self-directed through your cup of loving kindness towards self, healing that inner child. When we see the Queen of Cups, this is someone who's deeply nurturing, deeply loving. Mostly what I feel, this is what you need to be giving to yourself. In that conduit here, look at that. The Magician. I think that you're standing for some sort of truth around your own inspirations. This could be activating some sort of idea, as hard as it is. You're trying to nurture some sort of new divine inspiration that is being handed to you, and you're trying to drop the burden that has been collectively building up from your past perceptions around whatever it is you came here to create. You have now turned into a nurturer of self and what you yourself needed all along, which was love. The self-love journey is deep and wide. And when you start to really go down that road, it is powerful, it's transformative, and you are not the same Capricorn than you were when this year began. I see it. You're learning how to make yourself happy and to fall in love with your life, Capricorn. And I think the rest of this month, it's like the journey doesn't have to be, it's only as hard as we allow it to be. It's all based on your perception. And it's like you're living from this beauty. This is true surrender when we're like, okay, what has come before me is now gone. I'm no longer going to operate from a place of woundedness, of life is hard, it's a burden. You're opening up to the beauty of being inspired by the divine with beautiful compassion and empathy towards self. This feels so self-directed because we have the Hermit here in the future. And only then are you grounded in this beautiful state of surrender, divine flow, as you open up to abundance. I mean, Capricorn, I'm getting, you know what, y'all? It's like, this is a beautiful, like, death, rebirth, a gorgeous transformation that I'm seeing right in front of my eyes here. You got it. You got it, Capricorn. Keep doing this beautiful, I call it, soul excavation, where you're removing all of the stuff that's got in the way of you being completely true to yourself. And sometimes we have to go down roads that, we're not meant to stay, too long on. Whether you went down a path of a partnership that didn't work out or a job that felt soulless, there's something being rebirthed in you at this time, but it only came as a result of a painful ending. And sometimes we need those things. One of the beautiful things I learned this year came from, I think it's David Gingham, I think is his name. I could be massacring his last name, but I've been learning different traditions. I'm always studying different faith traditions. I am not one faith. I'm interfaith, and the Kabbalah classes that I've taken recently, because I do believe I love the Essene language and the old faith traditions and the tree of life and all of that. I am not Jewish though, but they have this whole thing around when anything happens in our lives, we really we surrender it and we say thank you, right? We actually look at it and we honor it. And I think that you're actually, when you've made peace with your path and your past, when you look at something and you can say thank you for it. And that's what I do believe you're doing. And I think your cup is overflowing within you. It's beautiful. And I think that you've grounded now in yourself. And maybe that's what you were looking for all along, Capricorn. You were trying to find yourself in all of it. Oh, sorry. And the second part of thank you is what a pleasure. Right? And that's when you realize you have become like the creator. Because no matter what happens to you, whether you want to frame it as good or bad, hard or easy, if you can look at something and say, thank you, what a pleasure, because of what it's taught you, how much it's allowed you to grow, that's powerful. That's transformative. And you're showing me that you've done it. And you've arrived at this place. And you're not going to go backward anymore. This is beautiful, encapsulating embodiment. Surrender, flow state, opening up to the divine. It's so hard to explain this in a tarot reading, but I think a lot of you understand what I'm saying because I've been on this journey with you, and it doesn't matter what happens every day, y'all. It's our perception over everything that happens. And if you can look at it as the world is against me, or I'm in divine flow, and all I'm doing is removing the blocks that prevent me from seeing that truth. Because we live in a fractured prism. And you can look at it distorted through your own wounding, or you can look at it clearly from the soul self, seeing with the eyes of the soul, hermit energy, going within your spiritual truth. being in a state of flow and surrender. This is powerful, powerful spiritual embodiment. Grounding that in the earth, in the here and now, being truly present. The whole world becomes a sensual experience because you are communing with the divine. And that is truly abundant, my friends. Capricorns, this is powerful, powerful, powerful. I'm so happy to see this. Let's get some advice. You know, some readings are more circumstantial. People might, you know, Virgo's in some sort of crisis in a connection. You're in divine flow. And no matter what, and these are really heavy energies, y'all, right now, right here. But you're like, and I'm not knocking on Virgo. It's like sometimes we're the ant and sometimes we're the eagle, right? You're showing me that you are looking at the eagle perspective. And when you get to that point where you're looking from that perched place, you navigate life from a higher plane. And everything's easier. Doesn't mean stuff doesn't happen that hurts or is difficult. But you now know what it's like to be the eagle. And it's not that Virgo doesn't. It's just sometimes stuff can be, we're so in our trauma, we're so triggered that we can't help but be the ant. Virgo will get there. They're just going through that ant perspective. Okay? But I'm not knocking on anyone who just saw Virgo or you have Virgo placements. Capricorn, and if you do have Virgo placements and you're watching Capricorn, focus on the groundedness and the energy. You can feel it in this reading. It's just, it's beautiful. It truly is life-changing when you can live from this state. And it doesn't come without a lot, right? A lot. A lot. And you're showing me I've gone through a lot, Jenna. But look at where I am now. Beautiful, beautiful. Divine flow. Divine flow, y'all. Let's get some advice. I love it. It feels so good. It feels so good, doesn't it? Thank you. What a pleasure. Thank you. What a pleasure. Thank you. What a pleasure. Page of Swords. Knight of Wands. Now you've become the student and the teacher. You're ready to move forward. I think whatever you think you're ready to embark on, and you're like, I don't know, do I have my bags packed? Do I have everything that I need? You know, do I have all of the, you know? You have everything you need. You need to trust. You have everything you need. A lot of you are like, is now, if you're waiting on a green light to open up to love again, to move forward, to welcome in newer energies, you're ready. You're ready, Capricorn. You have my permission to open up to new energies, whether in love or in friendship or in your career. You are being divinely guided and inspired from a centered place right now. So whatever you're trying to work on manifesting, if you felt like, you know, you needed to get aligned within self, get clear, right, on what you needed to be happy, what needed to come to an end around you not feeling worthy, good enough, wounded self, you're now going from a perspective of your wounded self calling in new things to your more healed self calling in new things. And it's a totally different experience. So do the research, keep learning, keep growing, stay humble on your path, and move powerfully forward. You have beautiful energies coming towards you. I think you've got new love coming in for a lot of you, and you're ready. You are so ready. Okay, Capricorn? Let's get a final oracle message. Angels and Ancestors Oracle. What needs to come out? They said the bottom one. We have arrow. You are being directed. Clear focus here. Surround yourself with protective energy. You are. You're being surrounded. Look at that. Oh my God. What'd I tell you? Eagle. Spirit's confirming it. Look at that. Wow. You are being protected on your path. Trust in the unknown. Sky Father. Wow. Look at that. And look at that. Powerful rebirth. Rising from the ashes. Wow. I love readings like this. Oh, it's so beautiful. Capricorn, enjoy it. This does not come without a lot of letting go and surrendering and removing what doesn't serve you. It's so beautiful. This is why I love doing what I do. Okay. Sky Father, let me get focused here on S's. I might have to go to the front. Sky Father, number 76. Breaks down to 13. 4. You are ready to build the new. You are. Trust that your path is unfolding exactly as it needs to. You have a personal relationship with the Great Father. Know that He is lovingly leading you forward. You are a co-creator of your life, and every thought, feeling, intention, and emotion you have is creating the road ahead. With that being said, you don't need to know every single detail of what is going to unfold before you. When this card appears, you're being guided to step back and get out of your own way, because there's a greater power that is not only around you, but within you. And Sky Father is creating the best experience imaginable for you. Accepting this will allow miraculous energy to come into your life. So see things from a higher perspective, like the eagle on the card. This card can also appear when there are opportunities to improve the father connection in your life. Interesting, because you had a lot of mother energy in the present. But this is coming into balance with maybe both aspects of your lineage, your mother and father, and the way you parent yourself in the mother and fatherly roles. This card can also appear when there are opportunities to prove the father connection in your life. If your father figure is in heaven, know that his spirit is drawing close. If he is on earth, there's an opportunity to heal something, whether past or present. I'm going to read the about too. The Sky Father features in many religions and mythologies as the Father God. He's a counterpart to the Earth Mother in many traditions. So this card represents the universal powers that are masculine in essence, the energies that people have called out to and looked up to in times of need and gratitude. Sky Father personifies your relationship with the masculine energy of the divine, and possibly a very powerful male or father figure too. Interesting. So you might have, for those of you who are calling in a new connection or the healing of a connection around your father figure, or calling in a masculine, right? And when I say masculine, it doesn't have to be a male. This is making peace with the masculine side of you and maybe calling in a new masculine energy. I mean, the divine masculine is going through a powerful transformation right now, Capricorn. So I think mostly what this card is signifying is that trust in the unknown as you embark on this beautiful perspective you have. This has shifted everything. When you have this perspective, use it wisely. It is a gift of spirit. You are being divinely guided and protected at this time. And it's time to ground in that energy. And I think that you're onto a very beautiful experience throughout the rest of this month of October and into November. I hope you enjoyed this reading, Capricorn. Take care.